Abandonment Part 3 on a little bit. I'm not going to be real long tonight, but I do want to share Part 3 of everybody being with us on tonight. Usually I go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if I'm not late. As you can see, I was a little late tonight, but nevertheless, I am here. You guys, we have been talking for the last, this will be the third one. We've been talking about healing and recovering from abandonment. And to those that would like to take the recovery time with us, I've asked everybody to get a journal that you can, go through this process with us so that you can recover from any abandonment issue that you have been dealing with, even if the abandonment happened a month ago or happened 20 years ago or happened, 2 weeks ago. Whenever it happened, you can be healed from abandonment, because I want to say this, there's so many people that I'm learning and that have suffered from abandonment trauma. Good evening to everybody coming in. And there is so much underlying issues that have been associated with the abandonment issues. Like, different people that are addicted to various different addictions. It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be pornography, it could be alcohol, it could be sugary things, junk food. There's so much that the list just goes on. People are addicted to cushion from out of the chair. There's so much. You're addicted to worry. There's so much that we deal with as it relates to having this abandonment issue in our lives. And so what we want to do is we want to heal it. We want to heal it so that we can have a better quality of life. Listen, it doesn't matter if you're 5, 15, 25, or 85. As long as you have your blood through your veins and God has given you life, you have an opportunity to have a better quality of life as well. So never feel like, okay, hey, it's too late for me to get healing. It's not too late for you to get healing. As long as you're living, you have an opportunity to have a better quality of life while you're here on earth. All right, so guys, we're going to go right into part 3. All right, so let's name those 5 again, and we're going to remember it by the word swirl. 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 Okay, and from that swirl, excuse me for the sniffles, but I was going to turn on some healing music, but since I'm late, I need to go ahead and get into it. So swirl, S being shattering. These are the 5 stages of what happens to us when we are going through the abandonment trauma. So S being shattering. Okay. Number 2, the W, withdrawal. Absolutely. Withdrawal. Number 3 which is internalizing. Internalizing. Okay. If y'all hear any activity in the background, please excuse these little creatures down here. That's the crawling creatures. They're my 3 of them playing. So number 3 is internalizing. R is rage. And the last one is where we're going to grow to get into, is the lifting. Thank you. L is the lifting. All right. I know, right? Got to the rage part. So this is what happens when you have been abandoned. You probably don't even remember it. But as you got older, if a family member just automatically just left you, or a close friend just automatically left you, you may have felt the abandonment and didn't even know why. Didn't even know what you were feeling or what to even call it. You just know that it hurt. But sometimes we are abandoned and don't even realize that we have been affected by the traumatic effects of abandonment. So tonight we're going to deal with withdrawal. Okay, we did the shattering, where you are dealing with the throbbing, the shock, the pain of it. You all of that. So now you're in this phase of your withdrawal. Okay, and the withdrawal. Let's that really, really quick. The withdrawal is a love withdrawal. Okay, it is a love withdrawal. Okay. And it is like a heroin. We've not been on heroin, but for those that, if you ever been addicted to something and you take it away from you, you'll begin to, you'll have withdrawals. You'll want it, and excuse me, you know how it is if you're missing someone, if they left your life through death. And it's just, you're never going to talk to them again. You're never going to see them on earth again. You're going to see them when you go to heaven. But you're never going to be able to have the conversation or spend time, go out to eat, or all the things that you've done, shared each other's company. That is within itself a hard situation to go through. So this withdrawal, love withdrawal, because that's what you're going through when you've gone through this abandonment, this traumatic issue that you're dealing with. It is a love withdrawal. And anytime that you're going through a withdrawal, because that's what we have to do, going through these phases, when you went through abandonment, you felt like nobody's going to love me again like them. Nobody is going to be able to comfort me like them. And so now you're in this withdrawal stage where you're missing it. You're missing the love that they gave. You're missing the company. You're missing the time that you spent together. You're missing it, and you're missing it, and you're missing it. You're going through this, what you call this love withdrawal, okay? And just like any addiction, you guys, and a person comes off of that addiction, you are going to experience the withdrawal. Okay. You're going to experience it. Okay. You're going to feel it. All right. You're going to crave. You're going to crave them. You're going to crave it. It's like being addicted to soda because of the sugar in it and the acid in it. And all of a sudden, one day, somebody just takes it away from you. You're going to miss it because it's been with you however long you've had it. It's been, you've gotten used to the taste. You've gotten used to the belch that it gives you. You've gotten used to it. So now that it's not there any longer, you are going through coffee. You're going through a withdrawal. That's right. Talk to me. Y'all know what I'm talking about with them withdrawals. All right. So, involving a intense craving and agitation for the love you are missing. That's when you know that you deeply have an abandonment issue, because you're constantly craving with an intensity something you never got. And like I said, most people that has gone through as a child painful events and they weren't nourished with the love from a parent, they weren't loved from their environment, they grow up with this intense craving to be loved. And they want to be loved so badly. They want to be accepted so badly that sometimes they engage with the wrong type of love. Are you with me? Sometimes we engage with the wrong type of love. And it could even be sitting in a church under a pastor. You begin to call them spiritual mom. You begin to look at them as a spiritual dad because you didn't get it when you were younger, but now they're doing anything they want to do to you, but because you never got it, you just accept it anyway, even if it's a little abusive. We all been with the wrong type of love, ain't it, right, baby? So a lot of times what happens is it's like a hole in your soul, you guys. And certain periods out of the month, certain times out of the season, you begin to feel this deep void. Let me read what you're saying right there, because I don't want to miss what y'all saying real quick here. Hold on, you guys. I'm liking y'all engagement. I've been noticing that intensity even more since Mother King passed away. And it has been well, see, and this is because of the abandonment. We got to pull it up from the root, baby. We got to heal it. Because you'll find yourself in wrong relationships that God did not ordain. We'll find ourselves tolerating friends, unhealthy friendships, unhealthy kingdomships. You'll find yourself in unhealthy situations because there's a hole in our soul that we are trying to fix instead of dealing with it, presenting it to God. God, I have an abandonment issue. And this needs to be healed because this issue that I have caused me to get into these relationships that I shouldn't be in. And so now the purpose of this journey is so that you can face it, deal with it, and let God heal it. And a lot of the times why we haven't gotten the healing that we needed to get was because we suppress it. We allow, like I said, the wrong relationships to fill us up. And in reality, it's not really doing the work. It's not fixing us. It's not fixing you. Because as soon as that doesn't work right, you go to the next and the issue is still there. And when they leave you, there are some people, not all, that deals with suicide. Because when you have an abandonment issue, it's like a desperation. You want love at the cost of your own life. And it ain't really love that you're getting, but in your eyes, because the abandonment wound has made you look and perceive love as abuse, because you don't know what proper love is. Abandonment issue is like this: having your whole foundation tore up from underneath of you. You grew up, but you didn't grow up with the right foundation. See, when you're younger, we're supposed to get a healthy amount of nourishment from our parents. When we come out of our mother's womb, we are supposed to immediately be fed physically, but we are also supposed to be fed emotionally as well. We are supposed to be affirmed, nourished, in all those different ways. And when we're not nourished as we need to be nourished as a child, you grow up being desperate for love. You're desperate for something you never got.